Hello and welcome back, depending on if you are new or if you've been here before. Welcome to the channel. It is the eternal Saturday for me. You will not be seeing this on a Saturday, I'm sure, but for those of you who follow my wife's channel, she's going in for a bit of surgery, so I am thinking of you guys, and I am making a few videos in advance to make sure that if I've got some bad days and I'm not able to film, you guys still get some content, you guys still get some food. So, what are we doing next? I'm going to do some tacos. But not just any tacos. I'm going to do some steak and lamb tacos. Follow with me on this one because it'll be fun. Okay, so step one of getting this stuff together is get our meat right. So, first off, I've got the lamb. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim it down. Well, I say trim, I'm not really trimming anything. I'm just going to basically cut it into some nice chunks, strips, whatever you might want to call those. Pieces. Let's go with pieces. There we are. It helps if they're all kind of close-ish to the same size, but they don't have to be. One of the beauties of barbecue is there are not that many rules. I think the main rule is that there are not many rules. Alright, so we've got our lamb in the white bowl. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off our board and then get the steak. Alright, this is a nice 21-day mature sirloin. So that's going to make some nice taco meat. In this case, I am actually doing a bit of trimming, just because we don't want that big strip of fat in our tacos. Little bits of fat here will render off on the grill, so I'm not worrying about them. And just for the heck of it, since I had the lamb a little bit chunkier, I'm going to do this steak a bit more long and lean. That way we'll have a bit of difference in kind of shape and appearance and texture in the actual finished product. And don't worry, those scraps are not going to waste. I have two lovely doggies that will be getting them shortly, and they will be very happy with my YouTube channel once again because of that. There we go. Once more, I'll clean down and be back. Alright, sit down, good doggies. Alright, Monty gets his first because he's older, and then Millie gets hers. There we go. Happy dogs? Happy dogs. Moving on. Now then, one of the things that makes tacos such an amazing thing is that you get lots of bits and pieces of contrast in them. So, I want to play off that contrast with these two things that we're making. So I'm going to make one of these. I'm going to play towards the strengths of beef. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be hot. It's going to be really kind of umami flavorful. The lamb, I'm going to go towards the more minty, herby kind of flavor side of it. And then when we put them together in a taco, they're going to really play off of each other in a gorgeous way. So starting out with the beef, I've got some chipotle chili paste. Not an expensive one right there. Well, it's M&S, but it's really good. I'm also going to throw in with that some very lazy chopped red chili, because why not? Along with that, I'm also going to splash on some of my Franks and some of my unnameable rub. Now for that, I'm going to go ahead and mix this in before I go any further. And because I want to bind it all together nicely, I'm going to add just a little bit of oil. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the lamb as well, because I know it's going to need the same thing. So I'm going to do that now. Now I use vegetable oil, I use rapeseed oil, I use grapeseed, I use olive oil, veg oil. I mean, the type of oil that you're using for something like this is a lot less important than some people make it out to be. I'll tell you one that I really do like for a lot of purposes, not just this, but some purposes where it actually does matter, is sunflower oil. So I highly recommend that you stock your cupboards with a bit of that. Alright, so that is good to go. We'll let that sit there for a while. Now then, in this other bowl, step one, I am throwing some mint sauce. Lamb and mint is a combination that everybody swears by. Ooh, that's a strong mint as well. New package. Oh. Along with that, we're going to go ahead and throw in some mixed herb. That's got lots of good stuff that we want in it. It's got marjoram, it's got basil, oregano, thyme. The one thing that I wish I had in the kitchen at the moment that I don't, that I would definitely throw in there if I had, would be a good big bit of cilantro. Unfortunately, I started cooking today and realized that I am out, so that is a big time shame, pity on myself. I'm also going to break up some bay leaf in here. There we go. Close that up. I'm going to toss all of this and get it nice and mixed up. So we've got our red and our green, we've got our herby and our spicy, we've got our lamb and our beef. We've already got a lot of interplay here in these flavors. And like I said, in the final product, we're going to cook them off and then we're going to mix them together in a taco. And it's going to be gorgeous. Right, there we are. Now then, all I need to do with this is get a couple of Ziploc bags, because like so many things when we put them in a marinade or a sauce like this is going to be better if you leave it a couple hours before you cook. And getting it into the bag is always the hardest part of the recipe, especially if you have fat hands like myself. Comment below if you agree that that is the hardest part of the recipe. If not, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me what part's harder than getting that into that bag and not making all that mess I've just made. Goodness. I'm glad Joanne's not home right now. She would do her head in if she saw me making a mess. She'll end up seeing the video, but by then it's too late and it's already gone and tough. Alright, next one. Maybe if I get a little bit less at a time, but it takes longer, I don't know. Okay. See, I'm just making a mess of things again. Alright, there we are. Get most of the air out of there. Clean up the top of the bag again because once more I made a mess. And those are ready for the fridge. We'll let them, let those flavors get to know each other for a while, and then we'll get cooking. Hey again. Well, it's tea time, dinner time, supper time, whatever word you use for it. Let me know below what other ones I've not mentioned, because every time I mention the third meal that I normally have in a day, you know, the one towards the end, everybody has a different name for it. So tell me what you call it. Well, it's time for that meal, and I'm hungry again, so we're going to do our tacos. First thing I need to do, though, is warm up some tortillas. So I've got the grill heating up, and we're going to get these ready before we throw the meat on. Alright, grill is hot, nice and hot. So first off, a little bit of butter, never hurts nothing. Don't tell my doctor I said that, I'm sure they don't watch. Shouldn't even talk about doctors at this point because I'm sure anyone who follows Joe's channel as well knows we're not best pleased with the NHS right now. Anyone who follows Emma's channel will know the same thing. Right mess. Might end up putting the hat over it at some point, but I'm holding off yet because I don't think I could keep it civil. Alright, that's not going to take long. We're going to let it start to bubble. Hit it with some butter on the other side. And flip. There we go. Same again. I'm only going to do 2 of these to start with. For one, because you guys don't need to see me do more than 2. And for the other, well, because then once I've done the meat, I can start eating while I do more if I want to. It's just taking a second longer to bubble. There we are. Giving them that spin kind of helps the heat balance out around them. I don't know if that's actually even true, but it looks alright. Good for the video, huh? There we go. Alright, now those are off. On goes our meat. The beef there. The lamb there. Break them up a bit. I'll throw those. Pardon me. Throw those big bits of bay leaf out. We don't need them. Break those up a bit as well. Close that up for a couple minutes. Check on them then. Alright, a couple minutes later, we're going to just check. And this stuff is not going to take long to cook. It's small pieces of meat that will heat through fast. We don't want it to burn. You can see that's already getting some nice color on it. And the same for those. Couple more minutes and we'll be eating. Alright, let's check on that meat. Gorgeous. Now, I don't really care if these mix a little bit or touch or whatever. We're about to throw them in the same tacos anyway. Shut up now, you. Let's head to the table. Alright, I've got my tortillas in my makeshift taco tray. Let's throw some beef in. Let's throw some lamb in. Let's get some dirty looks from some dogs, because I haven't thrown them any yet. Oh God, if you could see the two staring at me right now. Here. Alright, now, you can throw lettuce. Ooh, that's good. You can throw tomatoes. You can throw whatever the heck you want on top of these things. I'm going to throw a bit of salsa. And some cheese. Honestly, I don't think these need anything else. They just about don't even need that. And I was debating adding some extra Tabasco to it. And although I might end up changing my mind and going back for a bit more as I go, I'm going to start out and I'm going to say, nope, leave it as is. That beef's already pretty spicy. Alright, there we are. Soft taco mixed, whatever the heck we want to call it. I'm just going to fold that in and tuck in. And there we go. Taco. That is juicy, spicy, sweet, minty, cheesy, smoky. I'll take another bite, otherwise I'll just keep saying words. Whoa. The amount of flavor in that will blow your mind. And it doesn't even need any more heat. It's perfect as is. Alright. I'm going to finish my dinner. Supper. Whatever. Y'all have a nice night. And whatever day it is for you, have a good one. Whatever day it is for me when this goes up, hopefully I'm having a good one. And either another pre-recorded me or me. We'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.